TV is a pretty cool OLED TV. And like most of the smart TV, it only has the digital audio out. And I also have this set of Avantree HT3189, the Bluetooth transmitter and the headphone set. So I can watch TV without disturbing others. However, this set only works with the headphone jack or RCA audio out. So I have to get a separate converter, digital to analog converter, to make it work. You might have another converter, not this brand, but it does not matter. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to use the converter and the HT3189 together and achieve your goal. The first step is I need to connect 3 cables to the converter. The top cable is actually the optical cable. It connects to the television to have the audio input into the converter. The cable on the left is actually the output cable that connected to the transmitter, so it transmits the signal, converted signal, to the Bluetooth transmitter. And the cable on the right is actually a power USB cable, so it's connected to a power source. Most conveniently, your television USB port, so it can have power for the device. Here I plug them in. Originally, I have one HDMI cable at the back of my TV. Now I'm going to convert, put the converter in. So the optical cable and the micro USB, the USB cable goes to the back of the TV from the converter, and the other cable goes to the output cable, go to the transmitter. And you also need to power up the transmitter. So here is the USB cable. No, I'm sorry. This one is the USB cable. It's power up the transmitter and connect to a power source. In my case, to be the back of my television again. So now I have 4 cables here. Okay, so also you need to turn on both devices. There's on-off switch on both devices. Here is the on-off switch for the transmitter, and here is the on-off switch for the converter. You need to make sure both of them are turned on. And also you need to make sure the switch between optical and coaxial is put on the right side. Right, so the next step is we need to turn on the headphone. So press and hold this button until you see the blue LED coming up. And you should hear it says, "Welcome to Avantree, connected." At this stage now, you should be able to hear the sound from your headphone. Well, in your case, maybe you still have no sound from your headphone. Now I'm going to teach you some troubleshooting method if you still have no sound. So we have 3 items here. We have the headphone and transmitter set, and we have the digital to analog converter, and we have this television. And of course, we have lots of wires in connection between them, okay? So we have different places that might go wrong. And then we need to diagnose whether the issue is laid at the headphone and transmitter side or the TV and the converter side. So here's what we do. So the first thing I would like you to check is make sure all the wires are actually properly inserted into the port, tight and secure. That is very important. Sometimes one wrong wire or loose wire will cause the problem. At the moment, the converter audio signal goes to the Bluetooth transmitter. So I suggest you to bypass the transmitter and plug the cable directly into the headphone and see whether you can hear sound. If you can hear sound, then maybe you need to troubleshoot on the transmitter and headphone side. If you cannot hear sound, that means the problem is at the front part, either the television or the converter. Yes, so like this, you plug the cable into the headphone and see whether you can hear sound. Most people have no sound at this stage. If you have no sound here, you need to double check. Make sure the volume is turned up. This side is switched to the optical if you put in optical. And most importantly, you need to make sure the television is actually set it to the right output and format. Okay, I'm going to use this LG TV as example to show you. This is my settings. So I go to the sound out, and I have the option to switch between optical, HDMI, ARC, Bluetooth, internal speaker plus optical, and internal speaker only. So in my case, I definitely need to switch to optical. Maybe you want the optical and internal speaker also, both at the same time. That's up to you. And also, another setting you need to pay attention to is the sound mode. So normally sound mode you can access from here, and goes to sound, go to the sound optical, and here you need to set this as PCM instead of auto. PCM is the most reliable audio output, works with Bluetooth device. How can you make sure the headphone and the transmitter are working properly? Very simple. When you turn both of them on, the headphone should say "Welcome to Avantree, connected." If you cannot hear the headphone say "connected" or there is no "Welcome to Avantree," then something is wrong. If you cannot hear it says "connected," maybe it's because the connection between them are lost. It is very simple to lock them again and connect them back. And there is a separate video about this, or you can just find the way on support@avantree.com, support.avantree.com. You can see how to link them up again.